Good morning, Suffolk Bizmums. Wow, this is exciting. I feel extremely honoured to be the very first featured member of the week. I think this is a marvellous idea. What a great idea, Michelle. Huge congrats. And no doubt Stacey and the rest of the team has had massive input. I know you guys work brilliantly together. I just think it's wonderful, yet again, another feature for members to get involved in. So if any of you are watching thinking, I want a slot to show everyone in Suffolk what I'm all about, join up. Again, no pressure to be a member. I'm only kidding. But yeah, I think it's great. I think the stuff you do online, and obviously you can't underestimate the power of attending a meeting, but if tricky times hit, as we all know, as we all endure, and you simply cannot get here, then what an amazing feature this is to actually connect. And no doubt there'll be stuff that I say, or maybe other members say in their featured moments, that you can team up in and network with. So yeah, really thrilled to be here. I'm not speaking live. I'm actually sent a video into Michelle because I didn't want to miss being first. You know what I'm like. But also I had to be on quite an important phone call this morning, and I didn't want to hold it up. I knew it was just one of those things I could have got. It was just quite important. I needed to be ready for it. So thanks, Michelle, for that as well. Okay, so I'm Emma Joyce Staines. I own a forever living business with my husband. Have done for 3 years now. I am mother to Teddy and Sally. A 7-year-old and a 4-year-old going on 20. It's ridiculous. And my husband is also amputee as well, so I'm also carer for him. He's got a lot of different issues going on, which make him quite a complex case, and he's been in and out of operations 2 or 3 a year for the last 10 years. He had his amputation just over 10 years ago now, almost 11 years actually. Yeah. That's a bit crazy. So I ended up working from home by pure accident. I was one of these people. I went to uni. I got a master's, very much as my family thought that was the only thing that you could do. That's how I was taught. And did my master's and did really well. During my master's was actually when my husband became very ill, and that was due to an operation going horribly wrong. And finished my master's with him on his bedside. He's an incredibly strong man. He kept me buzzing, and still does actually. Nobody rarely sees him, but he is my absolute backbone to this business, as I'm sure many of you ladies have got out there. But I also know there's a lot of ladies, particularly in my team, which I'll talk to you about in a while, but that don't have that. And I find myself incredibly fortunate to have him. And times have been very tough, but we have stuck together like glue, and we've made it through. For how long, who knows? No, I'm only joking. But we have a lot of fun together, as you can probably sense. And yeah, we would finish my master's together, which was just great. It was really lovely. He'd never finished school actually, so I think he really enjoyed that experience more than he probably let on. And I started working at theatre. We didn't have children at that time, and absolutely loved it. Completely loved it. And this theatre, called Theatre Royal Stratford East, was in the middle of the world's biggest event, the Olympics, and they took me from finishing my master's to being work experience, placement, student placement person, to being heading up their fundraising department and sitting on their board and representing senior management. So I had incredible different experiences there, working with lots of celebrities too, which was just amazing. And I was very lucky that, sorry, that's my dog's barking, apologies. I am mom to 2 rescue dogs and a cat. Stella! So apologies for that. But yeah, so just worked my way through and had a ball. Absolutely had a ball. But the job was in London. We moved away up to Suffolk, which we absolutely adore. And we could have moved closer, but we just couldn't pull ourselves away from this area, quite frankly. Our children then started to come along by complete surprise, and so incredibly precious they are to us, and we just thrived in that time. It wasn't until my daughter was born and I had time off on maternity leave that I thought, yeah, I'm missing out on quite a lot here. But not just that, I think the extent of stuff that we were going through really hit home, and I began to realise just what we were undergoing and enduring very deeply, actually. And we came across a company called Forever Living because my husband was at risk of losing more of his leg, and he had a massive infection in it, and the infection was the size of a fist by the time they removed it. And we used this magic product here. It's actually not magic, it is completely real, and I just call it the magic potion, but it's pure aloe vera gel, and this healed his wound up to a 50p piece. So when he went in for the pre-op, within 6 weeks, he was due to have the amputation day after Boxing Day 2013. The surgeon turned around and said, "You don't need it." So you can imagine, I even get emotional talking about it now, actually. It is a company that, without sounding corny and without wanting to be, too, whatever you call it, but it is a company that is deep rooted in me, because I knew to have a further amputation at the age at which he was, which was then, 29, 30, would have had huge implications on him in later life. So to have this product, this aloe jelly, come along and change that, and when his cousin actually introduced us to it, when we first came along to it, I thought it was a load of codswallop. Do you know what I mean? God, that sounds awful, doesn't it? But I really did think, really? But we were so desperate, we were willing to give anything a go. And as a result of being involved in this company, we worked with a wonderful surgeon, orthopaedic surgeon called Emma, funnily enough. And my husband's other leg was actually pulled in. It's a very, very weak leg. They wanted to amputate it. Every single surgeon we went to see wanted to amputate it. He was very against this. Probably the worst point at which I've seen him. He went into deep depression and was very, very bad, if we're to be completely honest. And I was very scared. This surgeon actually urged us to go and see one of her friends called the Fracture Fixer, and Mr. Ben Davis at Norwich Hospital. If anyone is struggling with any leg problems, please go and see him, because we cancelled that appointment 3 times. We paid, I think, £160 out for it, and I would have paid 10 times my bank account is now for that appointment, because that saved his other leg. It's not great, it never will be, but it's bought him time, and with an amputee, it's all about moving forward to preserve the legs for as long as possible, because there will be ever lifelong issues. Not always, there's not always, but with my husband being so young, there's bone spurs that growing. He also has a lot of other complicated stuff as well. But bone spurs growing, neuromas, which are balls of nerves that get jumbled up because the leg still thinks it's growing. So yeah, so to preserve his legs has been incredible for me. So I became very passionate about this company, and just literally this product, telling everyone about this product, which is pure aloe vera gel. I call it the first aid kit in a tube. I use it on my children for stinging nettles, for shut fingers indoors. I don't know if your house is anything like ours. We sound quite clumsy. We're actually not, but we're just very active, I think. Stinging nettles, falls of slides. We use it on dogs when they've hurt themselves. Any insect bites, mosquito bites, cut lips. My son, he had a horrible accident at school, I might add, where his lip was completely torn in half, and this really, really helped him. I can't tell you how much this helped us. Blisters, everything, bruises. Every single household needs this. This is Mum's essential first aid kit. It goes in my bag and it's amazing. We also have the aloe propolis cream. So, sorry, what I probably should have said is, at the time when the Olympics happened, you can sense my husband probably wasn't very well. My daughter was born just after the Olympics, and I stayed at home. And throughout that time, I did get a job closer to home because I just couldn't go back to the commute. I was drained after doing, I think I did it for 6 years, something like that. Never would have changed a moment of it though. But we started building up a business very, very part-time with recommending these products 2 people. Sorry, my computer just went off, so I hope this is going all right. Yeah, we've just recommended these products to people and just earning, I think we're earning something like 200 to 300 quid a month, you know, something like that. And then most of our friends around us saw how much we loved it and how much we were having fun, and that we were also able to do a few more things because my husband hasn't worked since his amputation, so they could see that we were buzzing from working with each other. Not always the case for them, though. Obviously, different marriages take different things. You know, it's whatever suits you guys, or whatever suits yourself, rather. And so, yeah, they got involved. And within about 4 months, I realised my salary matched the income I was bringing in from forever. And I wasn't that happy in the other job because, truth be have it, my heart will always be at my previous job, Theatre Royal Stratford East. It's a very special place to me. And I just couldn't bring myself. I don't know. Between us, didn't like the boss. Did not like the boss. Far too snobby for my liking. But don't tell her I said that. But and I just thought, you know what? Sod this for a laugh. I don't take much, really. And it was when I was told that children whose parents can't be bothered to take them to art galleries are not worth listening to. That was the point at which I decided to turn around and say, do you know what? End of. And I was put on garden leave immediately and came away. I kept friendly, but that's something I didn't respect at all, coming from a very diverse theatre background. So we just started working this full time, really, and that was my first experience of working from home, and I never ever have looked back. I wish someone had told me about this at school, at uni even, and I wish it was more in school. So I think what all of us are doing is absolutely incredible, because to have the guts and the balls to say, do you know what, I'm worth more, I value my life, I want to choose what I do. It's hard work, absolutely hard work, but I love the fact that each and every week I sit down with my husband and say, right, what should we do, what should we not do? Every month we sit down, we go, right, okay, actually we want to do this. We took the whole of the summer off practically. Every school holiday I have off, and that's something I never ever would dream of doing. Never. I thought I'd always, particularly when my husband had the amputation, I thought I was the worker. I love working, I'm not afraid of it. But I realised you can create an income working from home. And I've never really had a business idea, as it were, you know. Got lots of different things I'm very passionate about, but this enabled me to set up business and start working from home. So, yeah, aloe jelly, first aid kit in a tube. This aloe propolis cream is a natural antibiotic, very good for dry skin, very good for eczema, any dry skin conditions. I just had a bit of soreness. I wish I'd taken a picture of it, actually. I should have done that for my VIP group. All my customers get entered into a VIP group for all the deals. But yeah, that's a real missed opportunity. Here was a bit of soreness, just where the seatbelt has been hitting it. And I just put some of that on it last night, and it's gone. Now it's a bit red. It wasn't major, just a little bit red. This company is 40 years old. It's in 130 countries now, if not more. I love that. I work with people all over the globe as well. And it has over 200 products. So essential oils, sports products, weight management products, deodorant that doesn't have any aluminium salts in it. So it's very, very safe. So in fact, it was the most important product we gave to all of our family members when we joined the company, because we didn't want it stops a risk of breast cancer with other spray deodorants, particularly our teenage cousin who loves it. A lot of chefs use it as well, actually, because it stops the smelly feet. Would you believe it? My children's nursery chef has it. So that's a funny little sideline with the products. But beyond all, and they're all pure aloe vera bee products, but the most important product that I really, really want to urge you to consider is the aloe vera gel. Okay, here it is. This is pure aloe vera gel. This is what keeps me buzzing. Now, the reason why I'm so passionate about this is because I started taking this after having pneumonia. It's a very, very nasty bout because there was just so much going on. I was drained and I was in hospital, and I recovered within half the time and have never relapsed Also, pharyngitis I used to get every single year. You would guarantee it. December, January, I would get pharyngitis. Was off every Christmas with it on, not just for the time off. I was actually sick and actually very dehydrated with it at times. I had to go on a drip in the hospital to get well again, and intravenous antibiotics, you know, all of that. The pure element of that was just I wasn't looking after myself, you know. And I think for us as mums, as women, as nans, as stepmoms, as mums to cats and dogs, whoever it may be, as women, we are very, very bad at setting time aside for ourselves. Now, we can get better at that. We'll have spurts of it, I think, and we do get very, very good at it. And then we can relapse because life gets incredibly busy, particularly with the school schedule. You run by it, don't you? So you never kind of settle into like a 12-week routine. It's every 6 weeks you're shifting the routine. I find that really, really tricky, particularly working from home. But this drink, we are number one. If we do not look after ourselves, there will be no business. There will be no stuff going on in the family. And it is of utmost importance that we do. We are number one. So I drink this drink. I take 30 to 60 mils a day with it. I'll just hold it there so you can see. It's pure aloe vera gel. What it's doing is going inside. It's giving your body an aloe vera body bath. So just cleaning your toxin away from the pollution, getting rid of all of the junk that we've got, all of the bad stuff, the negative stuff. And it's just stripping away. Excuse the phone, just ignore it. And once those toxins are clear, it's actually going to enable your body to work far more efficiently and absorb the better foods. The dog's just answered the phone. That's brilliant. Absorb the foods much more efficiently as well. So your body will work triple as best as it can. So we love helping people be the best that they can be. And this yellow drink is 97% aloe vera gel. The rest of the other 3% natural plant ingredients. It contains 200 nutrients and is the purest gel that you will find, purest potion that you will find to be your body's best defense against this colder weather coming in and just the world, the world's pollution. There is some that's not a very nice flavour. I drink that. I call it the hardcore army tank. This one is aloe berry. My children drink this. Absolutely wonderful for them. Help them with their asthma. Both of them were on inhalers. Unfortunately, they've come off them. Aloe berry nectar, very good for urinary infections, any tummy problems, anything like that. And Forever Freedom is very good for arthritis. This only has 50% aloe vera gel, but it has glucosamine, MSM and chondroitin in it as well. So all of that stuff to help arthritic pain. My husband drinks this and swears by it. Very, very good for him. He's getting into a few more sports now, wheelchair sports, but that's really helping him to build, you know. Aloe berry is, apples, berries, very good for your lungs, but as well as your stomach, as well as I said. As I said, everyone should start off on this. It's the purest aloe vera gel you can find, the strongest form. Everybody is different. Every single body is different. Some of my people only drink 5 mils a day. And that helps keep on top of their IBS in the most brilliant way. So if you are interested in any of those, please let me know. We've got products for all sorts of things. Migraines, fibromyalgia, excuse the pronunciation, I can't quite get my words out. But I'm working with a few people with that, with ME. But even if you just want a boost for your body, please let me know. And I love using these products to help people. I adore it. The other thing I want to tell you about is one of our charity. And that is called Steel Bones, which is a charity for amputees and their families. Now, this charity was founded by myself and my husband because we found that there was no support for the entire family in the amputee community. And we also found that no one was kind of joining up the circles. Sorry, my daughter just popped in to say hello, but she'll be going back into bed now. Sorry about that. But yeah, no one was joining the dots up or crossing the T's, you know, all stuff like that within the amputee community. A lot of amazing stuff going on, but it wasn't getting out to the people. And so we're very, very passionate about ensuring that no amputee family feels lonely or doesn't receive the answers that they need, because unfortunately, when we most needed some help, we didn't receive it. My son was bullied, and we needed children's books to kind of help him realise he wasn't the only amputee around. His dad wasn't the only amputee around. And we are very, very fortunate that some of the amazing Suffolk ladies have been incredible at helping us get the charity established. And we just received our charity number just a few weeks ago, actually literally probably about a month ago. So much is happening with it. There's huge demand for it. We're getting emails from schools, from occupational therapists, from local social care teams, to get the word out there. And I would really love your help. If you know anyone that's going through the trauma of amputation, or anyone who works with amputees, please will you let them know about our work or put them in touch with me. We work on 3 strands. We send out a support pack to every new amputee family and every new or long-standing amputee. It provides inspiration articles from our Paralympian and our Invictus Games competitors who are our ambassadors, but also just normal everyday people, to just inspire them really, and to allow them to know that they are not alone. They have joined a superhuman race of incredible heroes and heroines. So that's very much what the support pack is, as well as the top 10 things to do upon joining the race, as it were, and anything, and stump health and good things to do, you know. The other thing is children's books. We're going to be launching children's books, and then we also, which are designed by children, our child ambassador Georgia and her team of amputee children and also friends. And then we run events, big events that have far more, probably, you know, 5 times more the interest than any other amputee event. And I don't want to sound arrogant saying that, but I think it's the genuinity of our events that bring people together, but also the heart. We are incredibly passionate about ensuring every single family. We work very one-to-one with each and every family, currently working with 450 different families. I'm looking for funds at the moment. We urgently need some funds to help families in crisis. So if you know of any grants going locally or nationally, we work with people across the nation as well. Will you please let me know that too? So I'm not going to go on any longer because I've probably gone over my time. Almost. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope that's given you a little bit more about me. I love seeing you all at the meetings. Thank you so much for supporting Bizmums in Suffolk, because it is, I think Bizmums is an incredible organisation. I love what they do for me. They do all the background work. I literally just promote the event and host the meeting, which I love doing because it means I get to meet so many incredible Suffolk women. So yeah, and if you're a member watching this, get yourself signed up for featured member spot, because it's an incredible opportunity for us. All right guys, have fun. Thanks so much. Bye.